Dr. Mease, my last question for you today is, what advice do you have for Young-GRAPPA members?
Several things. First of all, this is unrelated to your specific contributions to GRAPPA, but this is just a piece of personal advice as a older person to a younger person in this arena of doing research in clinical medicine. I was as I mentioned in my early remarks, I was a private practice physician for many years between 1982 and until the late 90s, when the more academic side of my life started to blossom. And one of the things that I cherish from that time was the ability to be with my family without traveling. And so I was under the radar. And so I would take Tuesdays off and I would go to the library with my children. We would go on many adventures around the Seattle area, up into the mountains, hiking and camping and so on as a family. And I think that that's one of the things I sometimes observe is, as a younger person, feeling like, oh, I've got to be very aggressive and overworking even in order to get noticed and established and so on and so forth. And one of the things that I would like to say is just simply have patience. This will come. Your enthusiasm, energy, intelligence, agency to get things done, it will come. And so it's very important during this phase of your life to, if you are involved with a family, to make sure that you're experiencing that fully. So that's a small piece of personal advice. The other comment I would make is just to say, embrace the engagement. So if you are working with a project, if you're working with a senior GRAPPA member, really just throw yourself into it, keeping in mind the work-life balance point that I made at the very beginning of the answer to this question, and then get involved. Don't be afraid to appear unknowledgeable or not quite capable. These things come. For example, I had never taken statistics in my life, but gradually over time, doing research, you learn it. It's just sort of a thing that that comes by osmosis as you get involved with these things. And so as long as you're open to experience and open to what comes your way, I think grasp these opportunities, because ultimately it becomes more and more fun as you get to know more and more people and interact with them either virtually or now increasingly in person after the pandemic.
I think this is amazing advice, all of them, especially the work-life balance advice. I would like to reiterate that this is extremely important and no one should forget about this balance between work and life. It's extremely important. Thank you, Dr. Mease, for sharing with us your experience today. It's been a pleasure, and we hope to see you very soon in person.